It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Kristi Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
We opened with Dan St. Paul's classic, the first baseball game, by request. You're welcome. And today's show, are we doing the streaming thing on YouTube again? Okay, great. And also, I want to remind you that the various devices a la Alexa, you can also find our show on your favorite radio station if you're stuck at home and radioless. Don't forget that those devices can pick up all kinds of stuff. Kristi?
Yes, Tom. How are you?
Looking very elegant again today.
Thank you.
That's quite the scarf you've got on.
Thank you.
Great scarf. Yeah, that's.
Thank you very much. Add a little color.
Be careful with that one. If you're in a convertible, that could attach to the rear wheel and strangle you.
Check local listings, but I don't think that's a problem today.
Well,
Top's not down today?
Nope,
Okay.
Top's not down today.
All right.
Not a top down day.
since almost everybody's sort of stuck, I do enjoy hopping in the car and just driving around a little bit, just to
I don't
get
think
out.
you're supposed
Enjoy
to do
that while you can.
Yeah, I don't think you're. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
Essential services midnight tonight, but way to go.
I just thought it would be fun.
Yeah. Add to the.
You can start taking stuff to my mom if you'd like.
Get a
That
little
way you
air.
could get out.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's an essential thing.
Use it as an
You can
excuse.
I've been there every day for 4 years.
Joyride anymore.
You can take a walk.
Yeah.
if you'd
Oh, I've
like.
been taking plenty of walks.
Well, that's fine. You
Yeah, I know a short pier, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Very, very,
Try
very
that.
clever. So, Kristi, you're taking food to your mom?
Yeah, and other things.
just out of curiosity, are you cooking the food?
Sometimes I have. Hey. I took her some soup the other day. I took her some
Did you make
pork.
it?
Yes.
What do they call that?
Trying to expedite things.
That
huh?
cream corn casserole. What's that called? Remember that?
Corn casserole.
Corn casserole.
Oh, that's
Man,
great.
good.
Oh, I want to make
man.
some of that.
Yeah, cream corn.
I took the
and-
dog yesterday to brighten her up a little bit.
No, not to eat. Let's be clear.
No,
we haven't
I-
reached.
Is your
we
mom
haven't reached
Korean?
that
I had
level.
no
Took
idea.
Leo over and I opened the front door and let him run in and visit because I'm not going in the house.
It went a little something like this. Get this thing out of here.
Now, but
No,
if
she was happy to
But
see
if the
the
dog
dog.
goes in the house and then you take the dog back,
Yeah?
I mean, couldn't the dog have the virus on its paws or something?
You can't get the virus from the dog.
Is everyone hearing
Oh,
what
Lord.
just a little tip of the iceberg of what we're dealing with?
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
You can't imagine.
I can't imagine being at your house right now.
I still am amazed we're all here in the same room.
Yeah,
with
I'm
you.
shocked.
Oh, this is the last day,
Well,
I bet.
Yeah, this is the last day.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
thinking that we're going to be all together.
Okay, well, we got to keep our distance, do what we're supposed to do here.
Yeah, not drive around for no reason. Is
What about
one
your
of the
dog?
big ones.
So when you take your dogs for a walk, do you come home and give them a bath every time?
Yeah, Tom, the virus could be
Could be
laying
on the street.
It could be laying in the street, man.
Your dogs are shaved right now, aren't they? You've got
down.
4 bald dogs at home.
You
Shivering.
squirt
Exactly.
them with Purell, and then you put them in their cage and keep them away from you, don't you?
No, the dogs are running around the house, but they're okay. And I'm just saying, couldn't they get it on their paws? And
You know what? Let's just act as though they could. That's
what if
probably
you sneezed on your dog and then?
Oh, for God's
Right.
sake. Well, I didn't sneeze. My mom didn't sneeze.
Okay.
My mom is healthy.
Okay.
We should probably operate that if you do sneeze on your dog and then somebody else pets it, they can get it.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, just saying.
As your friend,
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
I'm all right.
You're really round the bend on this thing, and I thought you would be earlier, but it's happening.
Just being careful. Now we have a lot of
You did nothing wrong.
non-corona news, thank God, and we have some interesting, a lot of interesting communications here. One of them involving my favorite story from yesterday,
Communique just in.
which involved corn cobs.
Yes.
Now, do you recall the story, Josh?
I sure do. In fact, some communique was sent to me as well regarding this.
Oh, Mike Huckabee has suggested.
Strict instructions.
Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas?
Yeah, I suggested that if we really get desperate, we could always go back to old school and use corn cobs
As toilet paper. Now, you two guys thought that the corn cob was actually inserted into the
Who are you talking to?
dirt button.
Because I never thought. I thought
I
it
thought
was
that.
what you said.
thought
You sort
that,
of
yeah.
saw
I
it
thought
back
that.
and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah. Well, I'm not sure you
admit
saw
it.
it back and forth. I think you just go one way.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
I think if you go back
just
and
swipe
forth,
it
you're
once.
just repasting the poop on
Right.
Now, do
Right.
you go from the front or go from the back?
I think
gotta
you would
go
go from
front
the
to
back
back.
and go up. I
Front
think
to back?
would be the most
Or
healthy.
back to
You have to go front to back.
Front to back
Yeah.
or back to front?
Yeah, you would go down below and then pull up. What does your letter indicate there, Jack?
That you actually use two types of corn on the cob. One, you start with a red corn.
Yeah.
And you wipe with that, and then you use a whiter corn to wipe with and see if you're done.
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
okay.
Wait a minute.
Yes, I have the
So
same
you leave
communication.
the corn on the cob? It's not corn off the cob?
No. That you eat the corn first.
I was getting...
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
that's the
But
mistake.
the cob can be colored, of course. Yeah.
All right.
A cob of color.
Yeah.
I was confused.
I think,
didn't...
something. If there was some kind of computer, I don't think the phrase "a cob of color" has ever been stated over the airwaves.
There's no way.
But I appreciate that very much. That's quite interesting. No, you've already eaten the corn on the cob,
That's what I
and
thought.
you store it and dry it, right? Am I getting
Right.
this correct?
I would think.
I would think.
So you don't
you don't
butter
want a
it.
moist cob back there.
Yeah, you don't want butter. on it.
You don't
Yeah.
butter, you don't,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
don't use those
Salt, that
little. You
would
don't
be
use those
easy.
little corn stabber things on the sides.
No.
I guess not. Yeah.
Well, salt, if you can detect any fissures or anything.
Yeah, that certainly will. Yeah.
Yeah, don't salt it.
No.
And use salt-free butter on your corn if you're going to be using it later on. That would be, as Chick points out, that might be actually a good way to find out what's going on down there. We have a special request involving corn cobs. That, of course, is the whole corn cob thing has come up with respect to the toilet paper shortages that are occurring all over the world. There is, by the way, created in London a toilet paper calculator software program that we'll be discussing coming up later today. A really interesting story coming out of Colorado.
Okay. Weed related?
Yes, weed related in announcing whether or not liquor stores and dispensaries are
Essential?
in that category of
Gotcha.
essential. And did you see what happened?
No, I have not.
Well, it's quite interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, even the government can change its mind. That went well.
I heard what Tom said.
Welcome back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I just accidentally created a conference call.
Don't you love it when you do that?
Yes.
What do you mean? You're never on the conference calls.
No, Tom's on every one of
He
them.
was on one
No,
yesterday.
I had
internal problems.
3 yesterday.
Internal problems.
Oh, no, I ignore those.
Here's how it goes. Can you ask Tom what his problem is? Stuff like that.
You know, that is where Tom will jump on grenades for us. He'll take the conference calls and we don't have to.
3 yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of people right now in today's specifically odd atmosphere doing a lot of conference calls.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, who is where and what are we doing? This is the Bob and Tom Show. Our engineer is Ace Cosby, not on camera because he's out of position there. Did he breathe while he was over there?
I don't know.
We're 10 feet apart. We have Chick McGee across the way. Then let's see. Then there's Josh in the sidekick chair. This is Tom speaking.
Tom, you're my dirty.
My dirty. Pat Godwin is over there in the music corner, and then Kristi Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, and Jess Hooker joins us, and she's in the performance room.
Yep, ready for my glamour shots.
We got
got relit.
You know what? You kind of look like a scary movie host.
Well, that's what it's.
No.
Yeah.
I think your fries are done.
we have a weird light on you. I think it'd look even cooler if we killed the rest of the lights and just left that light that's in front of you on. Is that possible?
It's a regular production.
But what's great about this is that this looks like that's the scene on one of those game shows where Jess Hooker can't hear us right now. Oh, that's so cool. Does that look good on
Soundproof
camera?
booth.
Does that look good? We're streaming the show on YouTube. So if you're getting out of your car and you can't find us on your favorite radio station, please.
What's your favorite music station?
You can, if you have one of those Alexa or one of those other devices, you can find your radio station on your device.
Yeah.
By the way, because a lot of people don't have radios anymore. But
The last time I was looking at a woman through glass like this, I was feeding tokens into the slot.
You're not going to have the same outcome this morning.
oh, you'd be surprised. There's a 6-minute break coming up.
And her heels are up on the glass. Is that? Okay, never mind. Hey.
We also, for those that can't see, you're using what looks like kind of an old-fashioned microphone.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's weird. It feels like a toy.
And you know what? It sounds great. I think
real good.
her mic sounds the best of all of
Yeah,
ours.
those are great microphones.
Huh. I'm gonna steal them.
Hi, Jess. How are you?
I'm well. How are you guys?
Fine. Does it feel weird in
So
there?
far, so
It feels
good.
weird. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I miss you guys. I want to be in there.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Everybody healthy over there at at your compound?
Yeah, we're doing great. We're hanging in there. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we have. Did I introduce everybody?
I think so.
Okay,
so,
good,
yeah.
good. We're keeping our distance. We're more than 10 feet apart, and
Thank goodness for this large studio.
yeah, it comes in handy.
It's a time to be grateful.
Would Tom fire me if I walked over and kissed him on the cheek? Do you think I would lose my job?
I touched him yesterday accidentally. It didn't go
Yeah,
well.
he touched his shoulder.
Did not go well.
You touched him on
I
accident?
did.
Yeah.
I touched his shoulder.
And I don't know if you noticed that the next break I was wearing a different shirt. I keep about 40 shirts in my office so I can change it constantly.
Tom, have you ever punched someone?
He almost did yesterday.
This is not a good time for punching because then they could expel bodily fluids into your eye.
I don't know
That's
if you
true.
heard this coming in, Jess, but Tom said, be careful walking your dogs because the virus is on the street and it might get on their paw.
No, that's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said.
Kristi has been taking her mother food.
Right.
Yeah, and I
And-
took the dog yesterday to
and-
brighten her mood a little bit.
And so
Okay.
the dog's in her car, and then the dog runs out into her mom's house. I'm just saying, what if she'd sneezed on the dog?
She didn't sneeze on the dog.
No, what if you did?
I didn't sneeze on my dog.
What if your daughter did?
None of us
No,
have
my
symptoms.
daughter wasn't even near the dog. They weren't even home yesterday. Nobody was near the dog.
Just saying. Just give her the food. She's suffering enough to eating your cooking.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've eaten Kristi's cooking, and it's been fine. It's been great. in
Thank you,
fact.
Josh.
Yeah.
Just because you're sucking up to her now doesn't mean
I'm not. She made.
Kids are still alive. I've been making 3 meals a day.
He brought me some
Well,
salmon.
that wouldn't be the title of a cookbook. Hey, it's the new cookbook from Kristi Lee. Hey, my food didn't kill my kids.
Kids are still alive. That's right.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We've got a lot to get to here. What I'd like to do right now is, could you answer the...
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hi, Donnie.
Donnie, how are you?
I'm good, but Kristi, you could send some stuff over. You've been that busy baking, you know.
Well.
Whippy's still on canned goods and, you know, refilling Lunchables. You know you're bored when you stay up till 4 talking about theories of the universe over a fish pan full of brownies my bass player Todd Boner made.
Uh-oh. Todd
Yeah.
Boner made the brownies?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll say it like this, Tom. With everything going on right now, I'm working on an email to that dick that owns Tesla about taking a rocket to the moon, maybe a couple hot chicks.
Really?
I'll colonize the whole place.
Yeah.
You know, so I can flip this house or whatever. The thing I don't understand is why am I the only one to come up with such a great idea? It's
Well,
probably been, 200 years? I read this book endorsed by Art Bell. It says the moon has been inhabited since it was roamed by these megalodons, could eat man, dinosaur rexes, but then something happened and all the dinosaurs went extinct. Some people think it's due to like a meteor or flood, but scientists ain't quite sure.
No.
What could have even caused it?
Donnie, there were never dinosaurs on the moon.
What, you can't afford binoculars, Tom?
What?
Everybody knows that all their bones and skeletons are on the dark side of the moon, so it's impossible
Ah, that
to see them with
explains
your
it.
raw naked eyes. You laugh, but when Louis Armstrong came back from his Apollo 13 mission, he brought back a big sack full of dinosaur dung.
So, Neil Armstrong.
Still Smithsonian.
This is one small step.
Thank you. Chick will tell you, drive-by media don't cover that.
No.
I'm ready to go to the moon. I could use a little break from all this insanity down here on
Yeah.
planet Earth.
I agree with
People
that.
hoarding toilet paper. You know, like hoarding toilet paper like they found a brick of scratch-off tickets that fell off the back of a truck. But Whippy and Boner and me are down to our last roll of it.
Uh-oh.
Toilet paper. Yep. Got to choose wisely. And after that, all them socks I couldn't find a match for, well, they'll finally be put to good use.
Don't flush them, Donnie.
Oh.
Oh, you know the best part about colonizing the moon? We was talking about it. There'd be no more soccer.
Why not?
I'd like to see one of them soccer dicks, Josh, try scoring a goal with the ball floating 20 foot above the goal.
Good point.
Well,
So I'm announcing right here on Bob and Tom Show, my campaign for mayor of the moon is official moon mayor. I promise to drop my seed in as many moon mommies as possible.
Moon mommies. All
Kristi,
right.
you're invited. You give me 12 years, I'll have that entire place pollinized. Swear to God, I will. I gotta go.
Okay, thanks.
M-O-N.
Donnie apparently got into the brownies.
it sounds like it.
But Art Bell endorsed the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Must have been great.
Well, they don't wrap things up till next July.
Okay, good. We got plenty
Oh,
of
you
time.
got
now?
time.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
Very good. Now, Mr. Pat Godwin is over there to my left. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the program. Official Olympic update.
Well, not so fast. The Tokyo Olympics have been officially postponed. It's official. It will not take place July 24th. The most likely scenario, they have not announced it yet, will be a year 2021 for July 20th.
Put away my Tokyos.
Right.
Those are track shoes.
Oh, okay.
The Adidas
the
Tokyo.
Adidas.
There's Adidas Tokyo. There's Adidas Mexico.
There's the classic blue suede
Right.
track shoes from Adidas.
I don't know if they're necessarily blue, but
They were back in the day.
Light blue? Were they like a light?
No, kind of that blue, whatever.
I have Adidas Beijings. They're named that for the children who made them.
Oh, wow. You were on a roll today.
Yeah, no
Three in a
kidding.
row, man.
everything going on over here. Love it all.
What is your deal?
Man.
Just spinning some comedy.
No, please. Let me know when you are. Thus far, I haven't.
Sit down and have a beer and listen to Josh.
You want to add something to the comically hilarious?
Corona update.
You got some comedy for this, do you?
Yeah, maybe. Our friend Charlie writes in, Tom. He said he's afraid to tell you this, but he heard that one of the things that kills coronavirus is Axe body wash and spray. So,
That is
bad
not
news.
true.
Bad news for you.
Do you know something?
And you don't like a body wash, right?
No. I use soap, ivory soap.
That's why I think Charlie
That would be.
dumb.
Can you imagine though if after all this thing they get up there and the Fauci whatever's name is, well, sorry about this. We found out that the cure is Axe body wash.
Yeah.
And then the run on that stuff that they have. It's a great company. It's a good company. Good people.
We might have unconsciously just caused that exact scenario just now.
I would hope.
Clearly, we are
Gets
kidding.
past-
Yeah, no,
gets-
no.
well,
that has not been confirmed.
No, it's right guard spray deodorant.
Right. It's high karate. Is what it is.
Yes.
I used to have a bottle of high karate. I don't know what
Sure,
happened.
yeah.
You can buy a lot of
that-
that old cologne.
But it doesn't
online.
it go bad? Like,
Only if it gets involved with the wrong type of people.
Most of those colognes
keep your eye on
actually
that high karate.
started bad. You know what? You got me there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
they can age, and God knows if they
Remember
can get
those
worse.
commercials for high karate where the women were attacking? You had to learn karate to keep them off of it?
That's what it was?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Great.
The guy would put this on, then he'd have to fight the women off.
Oh, that's so great.
Be careful, and you'd hear, be careful how you use high karate. And these women were attacking this guy because he had it. Yeah,
Love it.
But we were talking about inappropriate commercials. I think the greatest of all time is the
Territon?
Territon. I'd rather fight
Fight
than
than
switch.
switch commercials.
Had the wife with the black eye.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
tough.
I've seen
subtle
that.
domestic abuse.
Yeah, that's a rough print
Not so
ad.
subtle either way. Yeah.
Give me my smokes, bitch. I'd rather fight than switch.
I don't know what it is, but it's really jarring.
Jeez.
Well, speaking of which, this is a story out of Kentucky. You see this video,
Yeah.
and you just wonder.
here. Dickie Dick and I are here, so you tread lightly with Kentucky.
No,
Kentucky-
I'm a big
We know
fan
where
of
it
the
is.
Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Me too.
This
Beautiful.
particular guy, this looks like they went to Central Casting.
This couple reportedly tried to buy most of the Mountain Dew cans at a Louisville Kroger earlier this week.
It's my right.
And then threw a fit when they were not allowed to buy as much as they wanted. The man and woman tried to buy 23 cases, totaling 552 cans of Mountain Dew.
Third Amendment.
The video shows the man losing his cool when he is told that he is only allowed to buy 2 cases
Have
of
you
Mountain
seen this
Dew.
guy?
No.
Can't believe it.
bet
He
his-
looks exactly like you would think.
I bet his teeth
They're
look
both about
good.
100 over, and he has the shaved head, except he's got a ponytail coming out of the top.
oh, that's
man.
nice. Yeah.
And I think they're both wearing sweats. I mean,
And a
it
big t-shirt.
You know what?
literally looks like Central Casting.
His hairstyle's tough, Tom.
Just the ultimate trailer trash.
Hey!
Easy.
Wait, whoa.
You got 2 trailer trash queens in
That's
here.
right.
Watch it.
Well-
Former. We're former.
Well,
Okay.
you can take the trailer out of the girl.
Yeah, you
No,
graduated.
it's the other way. Right there.
Oh, I know. He looks at me every day. I see it.
I would stack my white trash upbringing up against anybody.
Either you have a double wide.
No, we had a 14 by 70 though. We graduated from a 12 by 68 when my mom remarried to a 14 by 70.
The line forms right here to kiss my ass.
people's princess.
Hoity-toity. The hoi polloi.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, Jess, you have my permission to come in here, but I'm going to hold my breath. Come on in here. I want you to see this.
Okay.
whoa.
Okay.
Can I look at them too?
Yeah, come over here. And
You guys haven't seen this guy?
Am I overstating anything? They're wearing matching sweatpants and
I
shirts.
love the way his hair's coming out of the top of his head.
I don't think he has any teeth.
It is bad.
Well, he couldn't if he drinks that much Mountain Dew.
And he's got like
that and the meth.
a mohawk. and they've got the shopping cart full of Mountain Dew. Okay, am I being mean, or is? What do you think? Pretty
That
rough.
looks like a dollar store uniform.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't take all this Mountain Dew? What am I going to put in my baby's bottles?
How am I going to feed my kid?
That's right.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.